frankly, Nigerians are very angry. There's a lot of people who are really, really genuinely, and they've earned the right to be angry. And had the government then taken seriously the recommendations we made, we wouldn't have been where we are. But you know, like Nigerian politicians like the dark spots where you can.
Evidences are flying here and there. Lots of overwhelming evidences have been overwhelming the court and the tribunal itself, led by Justice Haruna Samani Simon. Okay, these political parties have produced overwhelming evidences that have exceeded the imaginations of Nigerians. Evidences that were pointing at the challenge of the victory of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of the country, and his vice, Kashim Shettima, in the just concluded elections. My name is Angelo. Welcome to Nation's Voice Tower, your most preferred YouTube channel. The ongoing Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal, taking place at the Petitions Court in the Court of Appeal in Abuja, has continued proceedings today, being the 2nd day of June 2023. Now, at the Petitions Court, Peter Obi and Labour Party have stormed the court with tones of overwhelming evidences that you can see, and then church. These are evidences that are actually physically present, not evidences online, not e-evidences, and not software evidences. Okay. Now the truth remains that the Labour Party has really come up to challenge this particular tribunal and to really ask questions, because things are becoming intense right after the swearing in of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the president-elect. Now this time there are evidences from different states of the nation, not like the 6 states that were tabled yesterday, the 1st day of June 2023. States like Akwa Ibom State, Adamawa State, Oyo State, and then Lagos State, Bayelsa State, and others. Okay, these particular states have their documents on ground by the Labour Party and Peter Obi's council to challenge the victory of Asiwaju at the polls, which made him emerge as the president, now the president of Nigeria. Okay, court session has resumed by 9 a.m. and Peter Obi, alongside the national chairman of the Labour Party, Julius Abure, and other party chieftains are in attendance. Okay, the Labour Party held yesterday via its council, Barrister Opoko, that days of proceedings have actually emerged, and they wouldn't take it lightly, but take the proceedings by storm. Yesterday, it was actually the Labour Party were going to tender documents from the states that were mentioned earlier on, before Justice Samani actually halted them to put their house in order and then re-tender the documents, which they actually did, and proceedings ended yesterday. Today, proceedings have begun again, and the Labour Party is on course to achieve today's aim of the ongoing tribunal. Let us see what happens after the court session, which I will bring you more updates as time goes on. Alright, still on the ongoing Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal, the first witness of the People's Democratic Party, one Mr. Joe Agada, alleged during cross-examination that he was forced to sign the result sheets as the coalition officer in Kogi State. Agada, who is a retired captain in the army, stated this during proceedings at the Presidential Elections Petitions Court, Abuja, where the outcome of the presidential election is being challenged by the PDP and the Labour Party respectively. The witness, while being fielding questions from counsel for the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, one Abdullahi Ali, senior advocate of Nigeria, told the court that he visited a number of polling units in different local government areas on election day. When asked about INEC's counsel about a purported manipulation of ballot papers, he mentioned in his witness deposition that he actually witnessed the manipulation of beavers and different electoral forms while the election was going on, and he answered in the affirmative. Okay, he also claimed that the witness alleged manipulation of the bimodal voter accreditation system in Kogi State and 2 other states respectively. In another evidence, the Ogun State coalition officer, one Solarin Adekunle, said he refused to sign the collated results in protest against electoral malpractices. He alleged that election results were inflated, which prompted him to decline to sign the result sheets. Now, similarly, a third witness, one Uzoma Abonta, told the court that the election was rife and irregularities and compliance was marred by these particular activities in the elections. Okay, now the truth remains that this particular witness held it that the election actually held a high degree of non-compliance with the rules of the election body, which was INEC. Well, that is that. I will just say that lots of evidences are coming on board, and things are beginning to go haywire, because this is not actually what the APC saw coming. The truth is, we'll keep our fingers crossed and keep faith with the court while things go on, and see the updates we can bring to you, our lovely viewers, from these particular proceedings today, the 2nd day of June 2023. Next, I have the Bishop of the Catholic Church, Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Sokoto too, Matthew Hassan Kukak. He has alleged that if the electoral recommendations had been followed by the government, President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu wouldn't have been sworn in. Speaking in an interview with Arise News, he noted that recommendations made by members of the Electoral Reforms Committee states that all court processes must be concluded before the inauguration or swearing-in ceremony of any candidate that emerged victorious if it is being challenged in court. That is that. Let me allow you watch and listen to Bishop Kukak why he was making these statements on the interview.
Because until the Supreme Court has had a final decision, everything you're holding is waiting for the final decision of the VAR. So, but for now, we can gain speed. One, by appreciating the degree of injury that Nigerians have suffered. And this is not something that anybody can take lightly. Nigerians are very angry. There's a lot of people who are really genuinely, and they've earned the right to be angry. The processes didn't go well. We ought not to be where we are. I served as a member of the Electoral Reform Committee. And had the government then taken seriously the recommendations we made, we wouldn't have been where we are. But you know, like Nigerian politicians like the dark spots, where you can operate undercover. They want the opportunities to do the wrong things. So they refuse to amend this, take the recommendations that we made, which was eloquently that let us conclude all of these processes before you swear anybody in. Because we know, every Nigerian knows that once you are sworn in, the resources of state are available to you. But notwithstanding that, we shouldn't be ahead of ourselves.
All right, all said and done, these are the evidences that were tabled before the Honorable Court yesterday by the PDP and the Labour Party. Of course, you would know that a joint petition is being undertaken now in order to save time. Yes, because the court has at most 6 months and at least 3 months to conclude this particular ongoing petitions tribunal. So we'll see what the disposition of the tribunal would do or would be in accordance to this particular witnesses and these evidences that were tabled in court. Of course, for the Labour Party there, you saw evidences in boxes, rubber boxes and rubber containers. These are files from INEC. Okay, yesterday the counsel to the Labour Party told us that the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, are challenging even the results they provided by themselves. That means there is a problem somewhere. So are we getting there? We don't know yet. Let's not actually make statements that are subject to the court judgment. So let's keep our fingers crossed and see how the court and the tribunal itself pushes everything that it goes further. That is that. I hope you really understood what Bishop Kukak said there. There have been different motives, or there have been different moves that have been made to actually amend the Electoral Act as regards to what happened during the swearing-in day, and as regards to swearing in a candidate that is being challenged in court while proceedings are going on. Okay, these particular reforms have been actually downplayed by different governments in Nigeria, starting from the time of Justice Umaru Muhammadu Wais, when he actually had to bring the reforms that were supposed to bring new sort of a new phase or new guidelines to our electoral system, but it was downplayed and postponed over and over again, which we are actually yet to lay claims or lay reasons to. That is that. I will urge you to please like our videos, please share them, and please, if you are an incoming subscriber, don't forget to tap the subscribe button. If you are not already an existing subscriber, please tap the notification bell so you could get updates from us anytime we drop any notifications. See you next time, and see you in my next video. Bye.